At what point are you actually allowed to call a miniature finished? Seriously, because I think most miniature painters don't have a real answer. You finished the highlights, but the transitions could be a little bit smoother. You finish the base, but the weathering could be more realistic. And you take a photo and suddenly notice 3 things you'd never seen before. So you keep painting and painting until eventually you don't even know whether you're improving the miniature anymore, or you're just trying to silence that little voice in your head telling you it's just not good enough yet. And that's the problem. Not because we don't know how to paint, because we don't know what finished actually means. And without that answer, you will never stop. Hi, I'm Toby from RedCat Paints. We've talked about fear before. The fear of ruining your mini, the fear that you're just not good enough. But there's a third fear that doesn't get talked about nearly enough. It's not the fear of starting, it's the fear of stopping. When are you actually allowed to put down the brush and say, this is done? Because if you can't answer that question, you will either paint the same miniature forever, or you will never feel satisfied with anything you put down on the table. So I built a 3-question test, and it changed everything for me in army painting. Here's how it usually goes. You're painting. It's going well. Actually, better than well. You're generally proud of how it's turning out. And then something shifts. You start noticing things you didn't see before. That edge highlight could be thinner, this blend could be a little bit smoother, and the left eye is a tiny bit higher than the right. And the closer you look, the more you find. Every correction creates 2 new problems. You zoom in further and further until you're pushing individual pigments around. Until you eventually hit this moment where you just stop. Not because you feel finished, because you're exhausted. You put the miniature down and say, I'll come back to it tomorrow. And 3 months later, it's still standing there, half finished and judging you. Now, I want to be really clear about something. That's not a skill problem, and it's not a motivation problem either. It's a decision problem. You don't have a definition of finished, so your brain defaults to the only definition it knows. Perfect. Perfect is a moving target. Every time you get closer, it moves further away. That's not a finish line you can cross. That's a hamster wheel you are trapped in. So, here's the framework that changed how I approach painting armies. 3 questions. If the answer to all 3 is yes, you're done. Put the brush down, the miniature's finished. Not golden demon perfect, finished. Those are 2 completely different things. First question, and this is the one that matters most. Does it read clearly from arm's length? Hold your miniature out, full arm extension. The distance it will actually be seen at on a tabletop. Can you tell what it is? Can you see where the face is? Can you read the weapon, the outfit, the silhouette? If yes, you've already passed the most important test. Because nobody's going to inspect generic trooper number 15 from 5 centimeters away. Nobody except you, of course. No eyes painted, a slightly uneven highlight on this edge, no blending at all. I promise you. At arm's length, under normal lighting, it's barely noticeable. But we paint like everyone will notice, because we hold the miniature 5 centimeters from our face the entire time. We forget what it actually looks like in the real world. The arm's length test, that is your reality check. If it passes, everything else is a bonus, not a requirement. Second question. If you stop right now, what's the one thing you'd regret not doing? Not the 5 things, not the tiny little corrections your brain is already building. One thing. Look at that. 1 spot of white in each eye. And look at the difference. The face feels alive now. It has presence, at least for me. Not because it's perfect, but because I addressed the one thing that was quietly bothering me the whole time. Everything else I could fix, that's just my perfectionism talking. And I've learned to stop taking this voice so seriously? That's what this question does. It gives you permission to stop, but it makes you earn it first to say yes to it. Third question. Would I be proud to put this on the table tonight? Not in Golden Demon, not in another painting competition, not on Instagram with a professional light and camera setup. On the table, with your friends, under whatever terrible lighting your gaming space happens to have. This question matters because it shifts the standard. Most of us are painting for a hypothetical audience that doesn't exist. The imaginary judge, the Reddit critic, the version of ourselves that can paint like box art and we know it. But the real audience, it's you, and maybe your gaming group. And I can tell you, from someone who's put some genuinely mediocre miniatures on the table, your friends don't care about your edge highlights. Your non-painter friends might even be convinced you are the best painter out there because those plastic soldiers are tiny. They care that you showed up, that you painted something yourself, that there's a fully painted army in front of them instead of grey plastic. So, 3 questions. Does it read from arm's length? Did you fix the one thing you'd regret? Would you be proud to put it on the table tonight? If the answer to all 3 is yes, you're done. Genuinely, put the brush down. Now you might be thinking, Toby, that sounds nice, but does it actually work? Let me tell you about the miniature that taught me this the hard way. This was supposed to be a fun, quick project. 1 evening, maybe 2. I ended up spending 3 weeks on it. Not because it needed 3 weeks, because every time I thought I was done, I found something else. The glow could be smoother, the NMM wasn't quite right, the OSL needed just 1 more glaze. I kept fixing things that weren't broken. And you know what happened? I'm unhappy with it. I was exhausted. In the end, I rushed the base just to get it done. All that perfectionism, all that extra time, it actually damaged the result. That's the thing nobody warns you about. Perfectionism doesn't just steal your time. It can actively make your miniatures worse. There's a point of diminishing returns in every paint job. A moment where each additional hour adds less and less value. It's called the Pareto principle. You can finish everything to 80% with just 20% of the time. And your time is precious. Knowing where that line is, that's not a technique skill, that's a judgment skill. And the only way to develop that judgment is to practice finishing things. Actually finishing them. Putting the brush down even when you could keep going. Here's what changed when I started using the 3-question test. I finished my miniatures, obviously. But there was one thing I didn't expect. I started improving faster as well. Not because I was practicing more, because I was finishing more. Every time you complete a miniature, actually finish it, varnish and base and all, you get to see it. Really see it as a complete object. And that teaches you things a half-painted miniature never can. You see what worked. You see what didn't. You see patterns across multiple completed projects. When you're stuck in the perfectionism loop, you're just staring at the same miniature forever. You're not learning, you're spinning the hamster wheel. The other thing that happened, and this one took me by surprise, was what I'd started seeing when I walked past my shelf. 10 completed miniatures. Not 10 projects in progress, not 10 quiet accusations, 10 completed things. And that's a completely different feeling. You stop seeing yourself as someone who's still working on it. You start seeing yourself as a painter, as someone with an army, a collection, a body of hard-earned work. That shift, that's the difference between this hobby feeling like a job you'll never finish and something you're genuinely proud of. So here's the thing I want you to take away from this. Finishing a miniature isn't about reaching perfection. It's about reaching a standard you define. You can always put down more paint, but honestly, I never do. And that's what the 3 questions are for. They are not about lowering your standards. They are about making your standards real, concrete, measurable, Smart. Because perfect is not measurable. It's a feeling, and feelings do lie. But does it read from arm's length? That's measurable. What's the one thing I'd regret? That's specific. Would I be proud to put it on the table tonight? That's honest. Look, I'm not saying you should rush. Take your time, enjoy the process, push your skills. But know when to stop. Because this Yoda that takes 3 hours and gets on the table, this miniature is finished. And this Smaug sitting in my shelf for a year waiting to be perfect, this one's not even really started. That's not a standard you can achieve. That's a trap. Before you hit subscribe, let me ask you something. What's the one miniature you've been almost finished with for way too long? Drop it in the comments, the name, the faction, and how long it's been sitting there. I'd love to hear your story. Let's call them out together. And if you're new here, I'm putting out videos like this one on how to paint miniatures you're genuinely proud of, without the fear, as a normal human. Hit subscribe. Let's tackle the grey tie together. And Taro Zeratul, and I'll see you on the next one.